What's up, Aces fans? My name is Michael Mark Cantonini. I'm here with Aces infielder Robbie Glendinning for Aces TV. Robbie, I'm going to start off with asking you about your time here in Melbourne. So you're from Perth. You played for the Heat for the first 5 seasons of your ABL career. How'd you get over to Melbourne this season?
Yeah, really kind of happened. Peter Moylan reaching out and my relationship with him. We played on an Australian team together and then kind of clicked. And then, the opportunity presented itself and thought something new was important, and I'm enjoying it so far.
That's awesome, man. Did any of your current Aces teammates play a role in getting you over here, or was it mostly Moylo?
Mostly Moylo. I mean, I played with Darryl George and Jared Dale and Dan McGrath growing up, and guys that have been here on whether it be Australian teams or juniors. So I knew some of the guys here, and I knew it'd be a good little fit. And then obviously with Whitefield coming too, he's a good friend of mine, so we decided to come together.
I know from talking to you and Aaron, over the last few weeks here in Melbourne that you guys are really good friends. What's it like playing with him in the ABL for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's better than playing against him. He's kind of annoying to play against, the way he runs the bases and stuff. So it's good being on the same team, and we're enjoying it so far. And it's good also to have another professional in the off season to work out with and do everything together. And it's been fun to spend the off season together.
How about getting to know the guys here in Melbourne that you didn't previously know? What's that been like?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, all the new imports, getting to know them has been fun, whether it just be at practice or, away from the field. So it's been fun, and we're really trying to gel together as a team.
You've spent a lot of years playing professional baseball over in the United States with a couple different affiliated organizations, but you've also spent a lot of time here in the ABL and playing baseball throughout Australia, growing up and all that. How is baseball different here than in the United States, or at least, the way it's played and, the support that it gets?
I feel like here it's more about winning. In the minor leagues, obviously everyone's trying to move up and there's some selfishness to it, and winning doesn't really matter. But I feel here, especially for Australians, we really care about this league and we care about winning, and that holds value. So I feel like the games here are good practice for over there in the sense of you getting your reps and all that. But I feel like winning, learning how to play winning baseball, that's the funnest part about being over here.
Most of your professional career over in the States has been with the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. No minor league season in 2020. You missed all of 2021 with an injury. Got picked up by the Kansas City Royals organization before 2022 and had a really solid year. What was the process like for you getting back into pro ball after the pandemic and, of course, the injury?
Yeah, the process was tough. Obviously, I had Tommy John, which is a tough injury. And the process was tough. Spring training, the Royals were really good at making me feel, welcome and comfortable. And I really appreciated that. And then being back playing, it was kind of, you appreciate it a lot more after missing 2 years. So I was happy to be out there and tried to make the most of my season.
Well, fresh off a really solid 2022 campaign in AA with the Royals, you're off to a great start this year. You've had a lot of success with the bat. What's your approach at the plate right now?
Really just trying to get something in the middle of the plate and put it in play. I feel like over in America, one of my weaknesses was I fouled off a lot of balls, swung and missed a lot. So I'm really just trying to put the ball in play anywhere hard, and that's been working for me.
How about defensively, bouncing back and forth between short and third? I know you've played a few other positions on the diamond throughout your career. What's it like, kind of bouncing back and forth between a few different positions and not being at the same spot every game?
Yeah, in America this year, I was at first base a lot. We had a lot of prospects, and then obviously coming back from my arm injury, they put me over at first. So I think it was important for me this year to get back to the left side of the infield and kind of increase my range and really work on that defensively. A couple coaches sat me down here and said, this is the report on you, you need to get better at this. So that's what I've been working on and trying to get better at, so that's been my focus.
So you were with the Australian national team in Japan a few weeks ago. With all the international competition that's coming up over the next couple of years, you got the World Baseball Classic in 2023 and the role you play with Team Australia. I mean, what excites you most about the upcoming opportunities?
What excites me most is we're kind of in a transitional period with the national team where we've had some mainstays like Luke Hughes and Alan T. San Miguel kind of progress in their careers and, retire in some sense. So we have like a young group coming through, whether it's, I couldn't call myself young, but Curtis Mead, some guys coming up, Jared Dale stepping into the national team, and then some guys in college that are going to play big roles. So it's an exciting time to be on that team just because there's a lot of change happening. So we're looking forward to kind of keeping the culture going and winning some games at the international level, which is always a fun time.
For baseball fans around the world that don't know a ton about baseball in Australia or what the Australian national team has to offer, I mean, what's next for you guys? What should fans expect?
We have the World Baseball Classic, and we're really focused on progressing to that second round and winning games. You know, if you look at international baseball, if you score 4 runs a game, you win like 90% of games. So as an offense, we're looking to, you know, score some runs in an international level, which is harder said than done in a tournament aspect. So we're looking to do that. Our pitching's always good, and the games are always tight, so anything can happen. And you know, you don't necessarily have to have the best team, but you've got to play the best on those days. So we're looking forward to being a really good tournament team.
Awesome stuff, man. Well, let's wrap this interview up by I'm going to jog your memory a little bit. So we crossed paths back in 2019 when we were both with the Altoona Curve, the Pirates AA affiliate.
Here's Robbie Glendinning, the third baseman. Berger got him on strikes leading off the second. Now he takes off for third. The pitch to Glendinning, grounded into left field, a base hit. Oliva comes around third. He'll score, and we're tied at 2. A base hit for Robbie Glendinning.
And now we're both here in Melbourne this year, going from Altoona to Altona. You know, and we were just joking the other day that I've been there for both your walk-offs in pro ball. You know, and I remember us, you know, hanging out around the batting cage during batting practice, and I was talking to you about the ABL and, you know, just life in Australia. So while I'm out here, you know, you being the local guy in Australia, me being the import, what do I have to do or see here in Australia before I head back to the States?
You have to have a sausage roll and a meat pie first off. I don't know if you've had those yet.
Yes, I've been able to try both. Big fan of the sausage rolls. I definitely rank them over the meat pies, but you know, that's the, you know, I've just scratched the surface.
You got to do that, and then obviously being in Melbourne, the AFL. So football, Australian rules football is big here. So go down to Punt Road, see the different training facilities, go see the MCG, all the sporting stadiums. That's what I've enjoyed doing since I've been in Melbourne. I've been a football fan in Western Australia. We're big AFL fans, so go see that. Go see all the different sporting venues. I think that's the best place to do.
Gotcha, definitely add that to the list. I'm a huge beach guy. You got any beach recommendations?
Bells Beach is nice. Bells Beach is nice. When we go to Perth, you got to go see the beaches there too. So.
All right, Robbie, thanks so much for the time, man, and continue your success this season.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Aces infielder Robbie Glendinning. I'm Michael Marcantonini. That's a wrap for this segment on Aces TV.